Hi, we are doing Maya Angelou. She was born on April 4th, 1928 in St. Louis, Missouri. She died on May 28, 2014 in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. She was married 3 times throughout her life and had 1 son.
She's an American poet, memoirist, and actress whose volumes of biographies explored the themes of economic, racial, and sexual opposition. She went mute for years after enduring childhood trauma, and she thought her voice would end up killing people. She became a professor of American Studies despite her lack of college education. Her I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings autobiography is the first nonfiction bestseller by an African American woman. In 2011, she was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
Now we will read her poem, Still I Rise, her story about hope, success, and surviving. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still like dust I'll rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? 'Cause I walk like I've got oil wells pumping in my living room. Just like moons and like suns, with the certainty of tides, just like hopes springing high, still I'll rise. Did you want to see me broken, bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries? Does my haughtiness offend you? Don't you take it awful hard, 'cause I laugh like I've got gold mines, digging in my own backyard.
You may shoot me with your words, you may cut me with your eyes, you may kill me with your hatefulness, but still, like air, I'll rise. Does my sexiness upset you? Does it come as a surprise that I dance like I've got diamonds at the meeting of my thighs? Out of the huts of history's shame, I rise. Up from a past that's rooted in pain, I rise. I'm a black ocean, leaping and wide, welling and swelling, I bear in the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise. Into a daybreak that's a wondrously clear, I rise. Bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave, I am the dream and the hope of the slave. I rise, I rise, I rise. This poem resembles the themes of self-empowerment, injustice, and perseverance. The first stanza portrays the idea that no matter how many people talk down on her and spread false information about her to ruin her image, she will rise above and beyond the oppression that is thrown at her. She actively uses repetition to emphasize her point of never letting the hateful actions and or words of others get to her. Maya brings up the point that other people hate seeing her succeed because people of color aren't supposed to be able to succeed due to the standards of society back when segregation and racism was the most prevalent. She feels that she is the hope and the dream of a slave because she is showing how even when backed into a corner, there's always a way to find a chance to succeed.
Maya Angelou impacted society by defending the rights of women, the younger generation, and those who were ignored. James Baldwin and Robert Loomis inspired and encouraged her to write. Her confidence and power she showed as a woman made her a leader and a role model to many. She was a strong piece to the civil rights movement, and her voice was heard by all. Angelou's positive attitude allowed for her success in life. She fought for what she believed in and never gave up. Maya Angelou taught many to face their struggles and hardships head-on and to be the bigger person. This is why Maya Angelou greatly impacted society and is a strong leader to look up to.